Hello, amazing English learners. Welcome back to English in Advance. I'm Jennifer, your guide on this exciting journey to fluency. I'm so thrilled you're here with me today. If you're new to our community, know that we upload a brand new, super helpful English learning video every single day on this channel. Our mission? To help you improve your English faster, more confidently, and in the most natural way possible. In our last episode, we delved deep into stop thinking, start talking in English. And today, we're taking all that progress and building on it with something incredibly powerful. A technique that can dramatically boost your fluency, sharpen your pronunciation, and skyrocket your confidence in English. We're talking about intensive shadowing practice. Have you ever wondered how native speakers sound so natural with their easy flow and rhythm? Shadowing is your secret weapon. It's a method where you listen to authentic English and then immediately repeat it, almost like a perfect echo. It's truly amazing because it trains your brain to start thinking directly in English, helps your mouth get accustomed to forming words smoothly, and teaches you to instinctively pick up on the natural rhythm, intonation, and tone of real conversations. In this immersive lesson, you won't just be a passive listener. Oh no, you're going to actively speak with me. Repeat right after me and follow along with engaging daily life examples and captivating mini stories that are designed to help you speak English just like native speakers do. Whether you're just beginning your English journey or you've already got a solid foundation, shadowing is an absolutely fantastic way to improve both your speaking and listening skills simultaneously. By the time we finish this video, I promise you'll feel more confident, more fluent, and much more in control of your English. But before we dive into our practice, a quick favor. If you find this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow and reach more learners like you. Also, leave a comment below and let me know where you're watching from. I love hearing from all of you. And of course, if you want to keep getting more fantastic English learning videos like this one, make sure to subscribe to the English in Advance channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. All right, are you ready? Grab a pen and paper if you like, take a deep, calming breath, and let's get ready to actively shadow with me. Fantastic. Let's begin our first shadowing practice session. I'll speak slowly and clearly at first, and your job is to repeat everything right after me. If this is your very first time trying shadowing, please don't worry or feel any pressure. Just do your best to listen carefully and echo what I say immediately. We're going to start with simple, everyday sentences and common expressions that you can literally use every single day. You'll repeat them aloud. This gentle repetition will powerfully train your ears to truly hear natural English and your tongue to articulate it much more smoothly. Let's start our day with a common morning routine. I'll say the sentence, then I'll pause briefly, and then you repeat it. Are you ready? Let's begin. I wake up at 7 in the morning. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I got dressed for the day. I make a cup of tea. I eat my breakfast. I check my phone. I leave the house. I go to work by bus. I arrive at the office at 9 o'clock. I start my work. I reply to emails. I talk to my colleagues. I attend a meeting. I take a short break. I eat lunch at my desk. I finish my work by 5. I leave the office. I walk to the bus stop. I go home. I relax on the sofa. I watched a movie. I cook dinner. I eat with my family. I wash the dishes. I take a shower. I read a book. I go to bed at 10. Excellent. Now let's go back and practice these same sentences, but this time with a little more speed and natural flow. Try to keep up with me. Repeat after me again. I woke up at 7. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I got dressed. I make tea. I eat breakfast. I check my phone. I leave the house. I take the bus to work. I reach the office at 9. I started working. I answer emails. I talk with coworkers. I joined a meeting. I take a break. I ate lunch. I go back to work. I finish at 5. I leave the office. I take the bus home. I relax. I watched a movie. I cook dinner. I eat with my family. I wash dishes. I shower. I read a book. I sleep at 10. Fantastic effort so far. Now that we've powered through the daily routine, let's try some real life conversations that you might genuinely hear or use in your day to day interactions. Repeat after me and truly try to feel the natural rhythm and intonation of how people talk in genuine situations. Hi, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. What about you? I'm good, just a bit tired. Did you sleep late? Yes, I was watching a movie. Which movie did you watch? I watched a comedy. That sounds fun. It was really funny. I laughed a lot. Maybe I'll watch it too. You should. It's worth it. Let's try another common scenario. Hey, are you free this weekend? I think so. Why? Want to go to the mall? Sure. What time? Maybe around 3. Sounds good. Should we take the bus or drive? Let's take the bus. Okay, see you on Saturday. See you then. Shadowing short, practical conversations like these is incredibly effective. It helps you practice the natural back and forth nature of English. It also effortlessly helps you learn common expressions and essential questions that you'll absolutely need in real life. Let's do another common one. Ordering coffee. Hello, I'd like to order a coffee. Sure, what kind of coffee would you like? 1 cappuccino, please. Would you like it hot or iced? Hot, please. Would you like sugar? No sugar, thank you. Okay, your total is $4. Here you go. Thank you. Your coffee will be ready soon. Now let's practice a conversation at the supermarket. Imagine you're looking for something specific. Excuse me, where can I find the milk? Aisle 5 on the right. Thank you. Do you sell fresh bread? Yes, it's near the front. Great, I'll take 1 loaf. Would you like a bag? Yes, please. That'll be $6. Here you go. Have a nice day. You too. Now let's add more shadowing practice with a truly natural speed and tone. Try to keep up as best as you can. Remember, the goal here isn't perfection. It's about training your mouth and ears to work together in harmony. So let's try again with our morning routine, a bit faster. I woke up, I brushed my teeth. I take a shower, I got dressed. I make some tea. I eat breakfast. I check my messages. I leave home. I go to work. I talk to coworkers. I write emails. I take lunch. I finished work. I came home. I relax. I watch a show. I make dinner. I eat with my family. I clean the kitchen. I take a shower. I go to bed. Let's do one more round with a touch more emotion and expressiveness. Listen very carefully and repeat. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good, you? Not bad, just tired. Yeah, lots of meetings. Same here. Want to grab a coffee later? Sure, I'd love that. Practicing emotional tone is incredibly important, isn't it? In real life, we don't speak like robots. We convey feelings through our voice. Excitement, tiredness, happiness, surprise, and so much more. Shadowing helps you master how to sound more natural by copying genuine expressions with the right emotion. Now let's dive into a mini story. I'll tell you a short narrative and you'll repeat each sentence after me. Are you ready? Okay. Sarah is a bright college student. She lives in New York City. Every morning, she wakes up promptly at 6 a.m. She loves to go for a refreshing run in Central Park. Then she takes a quick, invigorating shower. She makes a hearty bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. She catches the subway to her university campus. She diligently attends her classes. She always takes detailed notes. She meets her friends at lunchtime at the student union. They talk and laugh about their day. After class, she studies quietly in the university library. She returns home around 6 p.m. She often cooks delicious pasta for dinner. She watches an interesting documentary. She goes to bed early, ready for the next day. That's Sarah's typical day. Now let's shadow her story again, but this time with fewer pauses and a much smoother flow. Sarah's a student in New York. She wakes up early and runs in the park. She showers, eats oatmeal, and takes the subway. She attends class, meets friends, and studies. She goes home, eats dinner, watches TV, and sleeps. Short stories like these are fantastic for helping you practice longer sentences and expand your daily vocabulary naturally. They also reinforce natural sentence patterns, making them easier to remember. Let's do another short routine with a new character. Now let's continue our shadowing practice with another engaging short story. This time, we'll follow a young man named Jason, who works diligently as a delivery driver. Repeat after me and try your absolute best to keep your voice as natural and flowing as possible. Jason wakes up at 6:30 every morning. He turns off his alarm. He stretches and yawns, ready to start the day. He takes a quick, refreshing shower. He puts on his work uniform. He eats a light breakfast of toast and drinks coffee. He checks his delivery schedule on his phone. He grabs his keys and heads straight to his delivery van. He starts his engine. He drives to the main warehouse. He picks up all the packages for the day. He loads them carefully into his van. He quickly checks his optimized delivery route. He puts on his seatbelt and begins driving his route. He listens to the radio as he drives. He delivers packages to various houses and offices. He greets customers politely. He sometimes chats for just a minute or two. He takes photos as proof of delivery. He eats lunch at a favorite local food truck. He continues with his deliveries until 5 p.m. He returns the van to the warehouse. He signs out for the day. He drives his personal car home. He takes a shower and relaxes. He eats dinner with his parents. He watches his favorite TV show. He goes to bed around 10 o'clock. All right, now let's repeat Jason's routine more fluently. Try to blend the words together naturally. Jason wakes up early. He gets ready quickly. He checks his schedule. He grabs his keys. He goes to the warehouse. He loads his packages. He checks his route. He starts delivering. He greets people. He takes photos. He eats lunch. He finishes his deliveries. He signs out. He goes home. He relaxes. He eats dinner. He goes to bed. Shadowing is truly a fantastic way to help you memorize common sentence structures naturally. Now, let's work on some practice dialogues. These will really help you respond to everyday questions and get comfortable with short, practical conversations. Repeat after me. What time do you wake up? I woke up at 6:30. Do you eat breakfast every day? Yes, I usually eat toast and eggs. What do you do after breakfast? I get ready for work and check my schedule. How do you get to work? I drive my van. What do you do at work? I deliver packages. When do you take lunch? Around 1 p.m. Where do you eat? Usually at a food truck. What time do you finish work? I finish around 5. What do you do in the evening? I relax, eat dinner, and watch TV. These simple questions and answers form the very foundation of everyday conversation. Shadow them with me one more time, really focusing on speed and rhythm. What time do you wake up? 6:30. Do you eat breakfast? Yes, toast and eggs. What do you do after? Get ready and check my schedule. How do you go to work? I drive. What do you do at work? Deliver packages. When do you eat? At 1 o'clock. Where? At a food truck. When do you finish? Around 5. What do you do in the evening? Relax, eat, and watch TV. Now let's practice a different scene. At the train station. You'll hear natural dialogue between two people. Repeat each line after me. Excuse me, does this train go to Central Station? Yes, it does. What time does it arrive? Around 10:45. Thank you. Is this the right platform? Yes, you're in the right place. Great, thanks again. You're welcome, safe travels. Let's do it again, but this time really focusing on emotion and fluency. Excuse me, does this train go to Central? Yes, it does. What time does it get there? Around 10:45. Thanks. Is this the right platform? Yes, it is. Perfect, thanks again. No problem, safe travels. Shadowing with emotion is incredibly powerful, as it helps you truly sound more like a native speaker. Now, let's try a short exercise in the grocery store. I'll say the conversation and you repeat it right after me. Hi, can I help you find something? Yes, I'm looking for rice. It's in aisle 3, thank you. Do you also have almond milk? Yes, it's in the dairy section. Great, I'll go check. Let me know if you need anything else. Thanks, I will. Let's try that one more time, but a bit faster. Hi, need help? Yeah, where's the rice? Aisle 3, thanks. Got almond milk? Dairy section. Great, thanks. Anytime. You are doing absolutely great so far. Let's move into a new mini story to continue our shadowing practice. This one is about a young woman named Emily who works at a charming bookstore. Emily starts her day brightly at 8 a.m. She enjoys a peaceful walk to the bookstore from her apartment, which is just a few blocks away. She enjoys the fresh morning air and the quiet streets. When she arrives, she unlocks the door and thoughtfully turns on all the lights. She meticulously checks the cash register. She carefully arranges new books on the shelves, making sure everything looks appealing. She sweeps the floor and thoughtfully prepares the cozy reading area. Customers begin arriving promptly at 9 a.m. She kindly helps them find books they're looking for. She recommends exciting new arrivals based on their interests. She efficiently rings up purchases at the counter. She gracefully answers phone calls, assisting with inquiries. She takes a well-deserved short break at noon. She eats a delicious sandwich and enjoys a refreshing iced tea. After lunch, she returns to the floor and restocks books. She thoroughly checks the inventory list. She loves chatting with a regular customer about their favorite mystery novels. She writes a small, engaging book review to post on the store's announcement board. At 6 p.m., she closes the register for the day. She carefully counts the cash. She turns off the lights and securely locks the door. She walks home feeling tired but incredibly happy and fulfilled. Now let's repeat Emily's day with me in smoother, more connected sentences. Emily walks to work. She opens the bookstore. She sets things up. Customers come in. She helps them. She sells books. She takes a break. She eats lunch. She restocks shelves. She chats with customers. She closes the shop. She walks home. Short stories like these are fantastic for helping you think in full sentences and provide valuable context, which genuinely makes learning much easier. Let's finish this part with a few more shadowing questions and answers about Emily's day. What does Emily do? She works at a bookstore. What time does she start? At 8 a.m. How does she go to work? She walks. What does she do in the morning? She prepares the store. What does she do for lunch? She eats and takes a break. What time does she go home? At 6 p.m. Now repeat those again with a focus on rhythm and speed. What's her job? Bookstore clerk. When does she start? 8 a.m. How does she go? She walks. What's her morning like? Busy. What about lunch? Eat a sandwich. What time? 6 p.m. You're making truly excellent progress. Keep your voice relaxed and confident as you shadow. Remember, you're not just learning individual words, you're actively building speaking habits that will naturally stay with you. The more you practice shadowing, the more natural and effortless English will feel. Let's continue our shadowing journey with a brand new story. This time, it's about a dedicated woman named Olivia, who works in a bustling hospital as a compassionate nurse. You'll repeat each sentence after me, and we'll really focus on building fluency, refining pronunciation, and achieving that natural sentence flow. Olivia wakes up bright and early at 5 a.m. She takes a quick, invigorating shower to start her day. She puts on her crisp, clean nurse's uniform. She eats a small, nutritious breakfast to fuel her shift. She carefully packs her lunch. She leaves her apartment at 6 a.m. She drives to the hospital. She arrives by 6:30, ready to begin her duties. She warmly greets the receptionist. She checks the patient list for her ward. She walks into the ward, observing the quiet morning. She greets the patients with a comforting smile. She checks their vital signs with care. She gently gives them their prescribed medicine. She patiently listens to their needs and concerns. She speaks with the doctor about patient updates. She meticulously updates patient charts. She helps with small procedures. She assists in emergencies, staying calm under pressure. She eats lunch in the busy break room. She takes a short rest to recharge. She goes back to work, refreshed and ready. She helps more patients, attending to their needs. She speaks kindly and calmly to everyone. Her shift ends at 6 p.m. She hands over her report to the next shift nurse. She changes her clothes. She drives home feeling accomplished. She takes a relaxing shower. She eats a wholesome dinner. She watches a favorite cooking show. She goes to bed early, preparing for another day. Now let's do the same routine with a much smoother flow. Try to keep up. Olivia wakes up early. She showers and gets ready. She eats a small meal. She packs lunch. She drives to work. She checks her patient list. She walks through the ward. She greets everyone kindly. She gives medicine. She updates charts. She helps with care. She takes a break. She goes back to work. She finishes by 6. She drives home. She relaxes. She eats. She sleeps early. Let's do a small Q&A shadowing practice from Olivia's routine. What does Olivia do? She's a nurse. What time does she wake up? At 5 a.m. How does she go to work? She drives. Where does she work? At a hospital. What does she do there? She helps patients. What time does her shift end? At 6 p.m. What does she do after work? She eats and relaxes. When does she sleep? Early. Now repeat it with shorter, more concise answers. Job, nurse. Wake up time, 5. Go to work, drive, workplace, hospital, duties, patient care. Shift ends, 6. After work, dinner and relax. Sleep time, early. Next, let's shadow a dialogue from a hospital scene. This will truly help you build your vocabulary and comfort with medical-related conversations. Repeat each line after me. Hello, I'm your nurse today. How are you feeling? I feel a bit tired. Did you sleep well last night? Not really. I had some pain. Where's the pain? In my lower back. I'll let the doctor know. Thank you. Can I have some water? Of course, I'll bring it now. Now let's try that again with a very natural flow. Hi, I'm your nurse. How are you today? I'm a little tired. Did you sleep okay? Not much. Had some pain. Where exactly? Lower back. I'll tell the doctor. Thanks. Can I get some water? Sure, I'll bring it now. Shadowing these mini dialogues is excellent for training your ears to truly understand how English sounds when it's spoken in a relaxed manner, and it simultaneously trains your mouth to articulate it smoothly. Let's move to another common everyday topic. Eating at a restaurant. Repeat after me. Hello, welcome to our restaurant. Table for one, please. Right this way. Can I see the menu? Of course. Are you ready to order? Yes, I'll have the chicken salad. Would you like a drink? Just water, please. Anything else? No, that's all. Your food will be ready shortly. Thank you. Let's repeat that faster with more conversational speed. Hi, welcome. Table for one? Yes. Follow me. Here's the menu. Ready to order? Chicken salad, please. Drink? Just water. Anything else? That's it. Food will be ready soon. Thanks. Let's now go into a delightful story of a high school student named Daniel. Daniel is 16 years old. He wakes up at 7 a.m. He takes a quick shower. He eats cereal for breakfast. He packs his school bag carefully. He leaves home at 7:45. He takes the school bus. He arrives at school by 8:15. He goes to his locker. He grabs his books for the day. His first class is math. He listens carefully to his teacher. He takes detailed notes. Next, he has science. Then he goes to English class. He eats lunch with his friends in the cafeteria. They talk and laugh, enjoying their break. After lunch, he attends history and gym. At 3 p.m., school ends. He takes the bus home. He changes clothes into something comfortable. He eats a snack. He does his homework diligently. He plays video games with his friends online. He eats dinner with his family. He studies for a test. He goes to bed at 10 p.m. Now let's repeat that with a more natural rhythm and flow. Daniel wakes up at 7. He showers, eats cereal, and packs his bag. He leaves at 7:45. He takes the bus. He reaches school at 8:15. He goes to class. He studies math, science, and English. He eats lunch with friends. He finishes with history and gym. He goes home. He relaxes. He does homework. He eats dinner. He studies and goes to bed. Let's do a quick Q&A shadowing session for Daniel. Who is Daniel? A student. How old is he? What time does he wake up? 7 a.m. How does he get to school? By bus? What's his first class? Math? When does school end? 3 p.m. What does he do after? Homework and games. What time does he sleep? 10 p.m. Now, let's shift our practice to polite conversation. Shadowing these phrases is incredibly useful in many real-life situations. Repeat after me. Excuse me, may I ask a question? Sure, go ahead. Where is the nearest ATM? Just around the corner. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Have a nice day. You too. Now with more speed and a natural, friendly emotion. Excuse me, can I ask something? Sure. Where's the ATM? Around the corner. Thanks. No problem. Have a great day. You too. Let's do a common travel scenario, checking into a hotel or airport. Hi, I'd like to check in. May I see your passport? Yes, here it is. How many bags are you checking? Just one. Do you have any hand luggage? Yes, one backpack. Here's your boarding pass. Thank you. Now, faster, as if you're in a hurry. Hi, checking in. Passport, please. Here you go. Bags to check? 1. Hand luggage? Backpack. Here's your pass. Thanks. As you repeat these dialogues, pay close attention to stress and intonation. English truly has a musical quality to it. Some words are naturally stressed while others are spoken softly. Shadowing helps you perfectly copy this music and sound much more natural. Keep consistently practicing daily routines, short answers, expressing emotional tone, and engaging in everyday conversations. This dedicated practice will build your fluency step by gradual step. Let's continue building your speaking rhythm and fluency with more realistic and genuinely helpful examples. Now we'll explore common travel-related phrases and essential daily communication that you can shadow along with me. These examples are incredibly helpful whether you're planning a trip, chatting with friends, or simply practicing your English in everyday situations. As always, listen very carefully, repeat with me, and truly focus on your tone and pronunciation. Let's begin with a travel conversation. Booking a taxi. Hi, I need a taxi to the airport. Sure, when do you want it? Tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. What's your address? 22 Oakwood Street. And your name? Laura Miller. Okay, the taxi will arrive at 5:50. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Now let's repeat it naturally as if in a real conversation. Hi, I need a taxi to the airport. Yes, tomorrow at 6. Your address? 22 Oakwood. Name? Laura Miller. Got it, a taxi at 5:50. Thanks. You're welcome. Let's practice some common airport announcements. Repeat after me. Flight 218 to London is now boarding at Gate 7. All passengers should proceed to the gate immediately. Please have your passport and boarding pass ready. Final call for Flight 102 to New York. If you are on this flight, go to Gate 12 now. Attention all passengers. Due to current weather conditions, some flights may be delayed. Please check the screens for updated information. Now, shadow them with more rhythm and flow. London Flight 218. Boarding at Gate 7. Please go to the gate now. Have your passport and boarding pass. Final call. Flight 102 to New York, Gate 12. Weather delay possible. Check screens for info. These phrases are absolutely vital and will help you feel much more confident when traveling. Next, let's practice polite questions that are useful in daily life. These will definitely help you when asking for help or giving directions. Repeat after me. Can you help me find this address? Sure, what's the name of the street? It's Maple Street. Go straight and turn left. Is it far from here? No, just 5 minutes by foot. Thank you so much. Anytime. Now again, but faster. Can you help me? What's the street? Maple. Go straight then left. Is it far? 5 minutes. Thanks a lot. No problem. Let's shadow some friendly introductions, a common social scenario. Hi, I'm David. Nice to meet you. Hi, David. I'm Jessica. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. And you? I'm from Australia. Cool. What do you do? I'm a student. That's great. Let's repeat more naturally as if you're truly just meeting someone new. Hey, I'm David. Jessica, nice to meet you. Where are you from? Canada. You? Australia. Nice. What do you do? Student. Cool. Now let's go into a new story to practice longer sentence structures. This story is about Maria, a talented young woman who works from home as a freelance graphic designer. Maria is a skilled graphic designer. She works for a company located in another city, managing her projects remotely. She lives in a comfortable small apartment that she's decorated herself. Her job is completely remote, so she has the flexibility to work from home. She starts her productive workday at 8 a.m. She first makes a fresh cup of coffee and then opens her laptop. She diligently checks her emails and replies to important messages from clients and colleagues. She then immerses herself in working on her various design projects. She takes a brief break at 11 a.m. to stand up and stretch, helping to stay energized. She eats a light, healthy lunch around noon. She attends a video meeting with her team in the afternoon, discussing project progress. She works on creating a brand new presentation for a client. She enjoys listening to soft, instrumental music while she works, finding it very calming. She takes another short break at 3 p.m. to recharge. She finishes her creative tasks by 5 p.m. She carefully closes her laptop and tidies her desk. In the evening, she enjoys going for a refreshing walk in her neighborhood. She often stops to chat briefly with her friendly neighbor. She comes home and makes a delicious homemade dinner. She watches a relaxing show and reads an engaging book. She goes to bed at 10 p.m., feeling content. Now, repeat Maria's story in a more fluent and connected tone. Maria works from home. She starts at 8. She checks emails, works on designs, takes breaks, eats lunch, and joins meetings. She finishes by 5. In the evening, she walks, talks with neighbors, eats dinner, watches TV, and reads before sleeping. Let's go over questions and answers from Maria's story. What does Maria do? She's a graphic designer. Where does she work? From home. What time does she start? At 8 a.m. What does she do in the morning? Email and design. When does she take lunch? Around noon. What about the afternoon? More work and meetings. What does she do in the evening? Walks, eats, relaxes. When does she sleep? At 10. Now practice with quicker, more natural answers. Job, designer, work location, home, start time. 8. Morning, emails, lunch, noon, afternoon, projects, evening, relax, sleep. Let's practice a dialogue about ordering something online, a very common scenario these days. Hello, I'd like to place an order. Sure, what would you like? One blue t-shirt, size medium. Okay, anything else? Yes, a pair of black sneakers, size 9. Got it. Where should we deliver? 15 Green Lane. You'll get it in 3 to 5 days. Thank you. Again, but with more fluency and a smoother rhythm. Hi, I want to order. What would you like? Blue t-shirt, medium. Anything more? Black sneakers, size 9. Delivery address? 15 Green Lane. Delivery time, 3 to 5 days. Thanks. Now, let's go into a short day in the life of a college student named Michael. Michael wakes up at 6:45. He goes jogging for 30 minutes, enjoying the morning air. He comes back and takes a refreshing shower. He eats eggs and toast for breakfast. He leaves for college by 8. His first class is economics. He listens carefully to the lecture. He takes diligent notes. After class, he goes to the bustling cafeteria. He eats with his classmates, catching up on their studies. They talk about the upcoming exam. In the afternoon, he attends literature and biology classes. He visits the library to study quietly. He finishes all his homework before going home. At home, he rests and plays guitar, a favorite hobby. He eats delicious pasta for dinner. He studies for 1 more hour. He sleeps at 11. Now repeat it with less pause and a more natural flow. Michael jogs in the morning. He eats and heads to college. He studies economics, eats lunch with classmates, attends classes, studies more, then rests. He plays guitar, eats dinner, studies more, and sleeps. Let's practice short answers about Michael. What time does Michael wake up? 6:45. What does he do first? Jog. What does he eat? Eggs and toast. What's his first class? Economics. Who does he eat lunch with? Classmates. What does he do in the library? Study. What does he do at home? Rest, play guitar, study? When does he sleep? Let's wrap up this part with some powerful shadowing sentences for everyday encouragement. Repeat after me. You're doing a great job. Keep practicing every day. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Speaking gets easier with time. Listen carefully and repeat often. You can speak English fluently. Believe in yourself. Your confidence will grow step by step. You're improving. Now again, but with a smoother, more encouraging tone. Great job. Keep going. Don't worry about mistakes. Speaking gets easier. Listen and repeat. You'll speak fluently, believe it. Your confidence will grow. You're getting better every day. You're doing a truly fantastic job so far, and it's time to continue practicing with even more real-world examples. Now, we will explore how to shadow in different common situations, such as going shopping, confidently asking for help, having friendly conversations with friends, and even handling phone calls. These are all everyday things you might do, and by consistently repeating these dialogues, your English will start to feel incredibly natural and automatic. As always, listen carefully, repeat along with me, and truly focus on your tone and pronunciation. Let's start with a common shopping scene. Hello, can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a jacket. What kind of jacket are you looking for? Something warm, maybe for winter. We have some nice ones over here. What size do you wear? Medium. Here's a medium. You can try it on. Okay, thank you. It fits well. I'll take it. Would you like to pay by card or cash? Card, please. Great, you're all set. Thanks. Have a good day. You too. Now repeat with more fluency and a natural conversational flow. Hi, can I help you? Looking for a jacket? Winter jacket? Yes. Here's one. What size? Medium. Try this. It fits great, so I'll buy it. Card or cash? Card. All done. Thanks. You too. Next, let's go through a few more practical sentences you can shadow and truly practice in your daily life. Do you have this in another color? What time do you open? How much does this cost? Can I try this on? Where's the fitting room? Can I return this if it doesn't fit? I'm just looking, thank you. These are all very common things you say while shopping. Repeat them with me again, focusing on clear pronunciation. Do you have this in blue? What time do you close? How much is it? Can I try it on? Where's the fitting room? Can I return it? Just looking, thanks. Now, let's shadow a friendly phone conversation. Imagine you're catching up with a friend. Hello? Hi, is this Ben? Yes, who's this? It's Emily. We met at the meeting yesterday. Oh, yes, hi, Emily. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I was wondering if you're free for lunch tomorrow? That sounds great. What time? Around 1. Perfect, see you then. See you. Repeat the same with a more natural flowing tone. Hello? Hi, Ben? Yes. Emily here from the meeting. Oh, hi, how's it going? Good. Free for lunch tomorrow? Sure. Time? 1 o'clock. Perfect. See you. Bye. Let's move into another common daily conversation. Asking for directions. Excuse me, can you help me? Sure. I'm trying to find the post office. Go straight and turn left at the traffic light. Is it far from here? About 10 minutes on foot. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Now let's go faster, as if you're in a bit of a rush. Excuse me, need help? Yes. Post office, straight then left. Far? 10 minutes walking, thanks. You're welcome. We're going to practice a mini story about a wonderful woman named Chloe who works in a popular bakery. Chloe wakes up incredibly early at 4 a.m. She washes her face and quickly gets dressed in her comfy clothes. She walks to the bakery, which is conveniently only a few blocks away from her home. She opens the store and turns on all the warm, inviting lights. She puts on her clean apron, ready for a busy day. She immediately starts mixing flour and sugar, preparing the first batches. She bakes fresh, aromatic bread and delicious cookies. The wonderful smell fills the entire shop, a truly delightful aroma. She prepares hot, fresh coffee for the early morning customers. The first customer walks in right at 6 a.m. She smiles and serves him a flaky croissant and a hot coffee. More customers begin to arrive, eager for fresh baked goods. She expertly takes orders, gives correct change, and happily chats with her beloved regulars. She genuinely enjoys talking to people and making their day brighter. At 11 a.m., she takes a short, well-deserved break and enjoys a tasty sandwich. Then she returns to the counter, refreshed and ready. She restocks shelves and meticulously cleans the counters. At 3 p.m., she closes the bakery for the day and carefully counts the cash. She walks home and takes a short, rejuvenating nap. In the evening, she cooks a delicious dinner and watches a fun movie with her sister. Now, repeat Chloe's day with smoother flow. Chloe wakes at 4, gets dressed, and walks to the bakery. She bakes bread, serves coffee, chats with customers, and takes a break. She closes at 3, goes home, rests, eats, and watches a movie. Let's shadow some short questions from her story. What time does Chloe wake up? 4 a.m. Where does she work? In a bakery. What does she bake? Bread and cookies. What time does she open the shop? 6 a.m. What does she do at noon? Take a short break. When does she close? 3 p.m. What does she do in the evening? Cooks and watches a movie. Now repeat with short answers. Wake up. 4. Workplace. Bakery. Bake. Bread. Open time. 6. Break. Noon. Close. Third evening. Dinner and a movie. Let's move on to common expressions used in restaurants. Repeat after me. Can I see the menu, please? What do you recommend? I like pasta. Can I have this without onions? I'm allergic to nuts. Could I get a glass of water? The food is delicious. May I have the bill, please? Can I pay with a card? Keep the change. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Now again, with more flow. Menu, please. Any recommendations? I'll take the pasta. No onions, please. I'm allergic to nuts. Water, please. Tastes great. Bill, please. Card, okay. Keep the change. Thanks. You too. Now let's practice with a short mini dialogue using some of these phrases in a restaurant setting. Hello, welcome. Table for 2, yes, please. Would you like to sit by the window? That would be lovely. Here's your menu. Can I get you something to drink? Just water for now. Ready to order? Yes, I'll have grilled chicken, and I'll take the pasta. Anything else? That's all for now. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. Let's repeat with speed and rhythm. Welcome. 2 people? Yes. Window seat? Great. Menus here. Drinks, just water. Ready? Chicken pasta, anything more? That's all. Enjoy. Thanks. You're doing very well keeping up with these shadowing exercises. Remember, it's not about being absolutely perfect. It's about consistently practicing every day, repeating real sentences, and truly letting your brain and mouth work together in harmony. Even if you make small mistakes, just keep going. The more you shadow, the more fluent and natural you will become. Just like music, English has a rhythm. When you speak it regularly, it becomes a true part of you. Try repeating your daily activities out loud in English using the same simple structure. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I go outside, I drink tea, I talk with a friend, I listen to music. This consistent habit will make you comfortable and confident in no time. Let's continue now with one more detailed daily story for our shadowing practice. This one is about a dynamic young woman named Sophie who lives and works in the vibrant New York City. Sophie is 22 years old and recently celebrated her graduation from university. She now works as a creative professional at a marketing agency located in the heart of Manhattan. Every morning, she wakes up at precisely 7:15 a.m. She checks her messages and catches up on social media while still comfortably in bed. Then she gets up and heads straight to her cozy kitchen. She makes her favorite freshly brewed coffee and prepares delicious toast with creamy peanut butter. She listens to the morning news podcast while enjoying her breakfast. After breakfast, she takes a quick, refreshing shower and gets dressed for her day. She usually opts for a stylish yet comfortable outfit, often jeans and a smart blazer. By 8:30, she is out the door and walking briskly to the nearest subway station. She takes the train directly to her office, a ride that typically lasts about 25 minutes. During her commute, she intelligently uses the time to listen to English podcasts, constantly striving to improve her language skills. She arrives at the office by 9 a.m. She warmly greets her coworkers and immediately starts checking her email inbox. Throughout the morning, she dedicates her time to working on engaging social media posts, diligently answering client messages, and preparing detailed reports. She takes a short coffee break at 11 a.m., a nice chance to pause. She enjoys chatting briefly and cheerfully with her colleague, Chris, before returning to her desk. At 1 p.m., Sophie eats her lunch, usually something quick and healthy like a sandwich or a fresh salad. She sometimes enjoys eating outside if the weather is particularly nice, soaking in the city atmosphere. In the afternoon, she attends an important team meeting and actively works on developing a new marketing plan. She writes compelling content, meticulously edits, and strategically posts for various clients. Her fulfilling workday officially ends at 5:30 p.m. She leaves the office and often walks to a nearby bookstore, one of her favorite places. She absolutely loves reading and frequently buys one or two new books each week. After that, she takes the subway home, reflecting on her day. At home, she takes a short rest, changes into comfortable clothes, and begins preparing a delicious dinner. She likes cooking pasta or making a vibrant vegetable stir-fry. She eats dinner while watching her favorite English TV show. Around 9 p.m., she reviews some vocabulary she learned during the day. She meticulously writes new words in a dedicated notebook. Before going to bed, she listens to soft, calming music or reads a few more pages of a book. At 10:30 p.m., she turns off the lights and drifts off to sleep, ready for another day in the city. Now let's repeat the story with shorter, more natural phrases, focusing on key actions. Sophie wakes up, checks messages, makes coffee, and eats breakfast. She showers, gets dressed, and leaves for work. She takes the subway and listens to podcasts. At the office, she works on social media and emails. She takes a coffee break and talks with a colleague. After lunch, she joins a meeting and creates content. She finishes work and visits a bookstore. She goes home, cooks, eats, and watches a show. At night, she reviews vocabulary and reads before sleeping. Let's try questions and answers about Sophie's routine. Who is Sophie? She's a young woman working in marketing. Where does she live? New York City. What time does she wake up? 7:15 a.m. What does she do after breakfast? Takes a shower and gets dressed. How does she go to work? By subway. What does she do at work? Social media, emails, and meetings. What does she do after work? Visits a bookstore and goes home. What does she do before sleeping? Reviews vocabulary and reads. Now repeat with short responses. Name, Sophie. Job, marketing, city, New York, wake up time, 7:15, commute, subway. Tasks, emails and content. After work, bookstore and home. Night, vocabulary and reading. Now we'll do a few more daily dialogues to end our shadowing session with useful and very practical speaking practice. First, at a coffee shop. Hi, what can I get for you? One cappuccino, please. Any sugar or milk? No sugar, but add a little milk. Small or large? Large, please. That'll be $4. Here you go. Thanks. Your drink will be ready soon. Again, but faster. Hi, what do you have? Cappuccino? Sugar or milk? Just milk. Size? Large. $4. Here, thanks. Ready soon. Now, let's practice a conversation at a clothing store. Excuse me, do you have this shirt in a larger size? Let me check. Yes, we have it in large and extra large. I'll take the large. Would you like to try it on? Yes, where's the fitting room? Right over there. It fits well, so I'll buy it. Great, come to the counter. Cash or card? Card, all set. Thanks for shopping. Now repeat fluently. Have this in large? Yes, large and extra large. I'll try my best. Fitting room? That way. If it fits, I'll buy it. Card, please. Done. Thanks. Let's end with some powerful positive encouragement and useful phrases to shadow that you can genuinely say to yourself every single day. Repeat after me. I can speak English clearly. I am improving every day. I practice with confidence. I learn from my mistakes. I enjoy speaking English. I believe in myself. My English is getting better. I am proud of my progress. Every day is a new chance. I will keep going and never give up. Now again, but smoother. I speak clearly. I improve daily. I'm confident. I learn from mistakes. I enjoy learning. I believe in myself. My English is improving. I'm proud. Every day counts. I won't give up. Before we wrap up, let's briefly review why shadowing is such a powerful and effective technique. Shadowing helps you practice listening and speaking at the exact same time. It truly trains your mouth to move smoothly and effortlessly as you form words and sentences. It helps your ears catch subtle sounds and nuances you might not have noticed before. It significantly improves your pronunciation and strengthens your memory of common phrases. Most importantly, it helps you feel much more confident when speaking English in public. It's also incredibly flexible. You can do it anytime and anywhere, on a walk, in your room, while doing dishes, or even right before going to sleep. The more consistently you shadow, the easier and more natural speaking English will feel. Always start with short, manageable sentences and then gradually move to longer ones. Make sure to repeat real conversations, daily routines, and engaging short stories. Speak with emotion, listen attentively, and try to copy the natural rhythm of the language. Don't worry about making mistakes. They are part of the learning process. Don't stop if you get stuck. Just keep going. That's precisely how fluency is built, through consistent practice, dedicated repetition, and engaging with real language. If you've made it this far in the video, give yourself a huge smile and a big pat on the back. You just completed a comprehensive and empowering shadowing practice session. You listened, you repeated, you practiced daily routines, short stories, questions, and essential dialogues. You learned how to speak English more naturally and with greater confidence. Keep doing it every day. Truly make shadowing a consistent part of your English learning routine. And always remember, the key to fluency isn't just speed, it's consistent and dedicated practice. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time learning with me today in English in Advance channel. If you found this video incredibly helpful, please don't forget to show your support by giving us a big thumbs up, leaving a comment, and of course, subscribing to our channel and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming English practice videos. Your amazing support truly helps us create more valuable content for dedicated learners like you. I'm Jennifer, and I'll be thrilled to see you again in our very next episode. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep shining. Bye for now.